Another big stock in focus today, Amazon, one of the names leading today's sell-off. It's down about 4% right now. And a new note out today saying the online giant's expansion into the pharmacy space may be underway. So what could it mean for the players in the space, especially pharmacy benefit managers? Let's bring in Brian Tanquilut, the equity analyst at Jefferies. Brian, great to have you with us.
Hey, good afternoon, Melissa. How are you doing?
So you cover the sort of the pharmacy end of the space. So what are you finding that Amazon is doing with PillPack finally? It was a big announcement. We were wondering what eventually would happen with it. What have you found?
Yeah, so, over the last few months, what we've been doing is just calling pretty much every state pharmacy board to see what Amazon's doing to expand PillPack. And what we've seen is that just in the last week, PillPack has actually applied for licenses in New Mexico, Indiana, and they actually got a license to ship drugs from the Phoenix facility that they have all the way to Seattle, Washington. So I think what we're seeing here is an early move on the part of Amazon to start shipping drugs to their own employee base is what we're thinking. As you think about what they've done with Amazon Locker in the past, what they've done with the cashier-less stores, they piloted stuff first with their own employees before they expand nationally. So I think we're seeing here the first move out of Amazon to really go into the retailing prescription drugs.
Well, let's say it is for their own employees. I mean, their own employee base, it's a pretty big one, and I'm sure any company that announced that it had Amazon as a customer would be pretty happy. So who can lose?
Yeah, so the way I'm looking at it is the first wave will be impacting the retail pharmacies. So if you think about Rite Aid, you think about Walgreens and CVS, I think those are the guys who are most exposed. And then eventually this will shift into the mail pharmacy channel. So you think about Express Scripts, CVS, and Optum Health, which is owned by United Healthcare. Those are the companies that have their own mail pharmacies. So I think gradually, especially once Amazon rolls out the prescription offering on the app, I think you're going to see some market share shifting. But for now, the ones that I'm most concerned about would be Rite Aid, CVS, and Walgreens in that ranking.
Who does Amazon ultimately want to compete with here? Is it the retailers who are selling direct to consumers, or is it the pharmacy benefit managers? And sometimes they are indistinguishable because the retailers own pharmacy benefit managers.
That's right, Tyler. I think eventually it will be the retailers. So I think that, as what we've seen them do in other areas of retail, right? They are disruptors. So I think what you're going to see is they're going to try to shift share where you and I can order our drugs while we're ordering other things off the Amazon website. So I think that's where it's going to shift to. Now, the pharmacy benefit managers, that whole area is changing where the insurance companies now own those companies, right? I mean, you've got Cigna buying Express Scripts, Aetna and CVS are getting together. So I don't think that's the space that Amazon really wants to play in. They can grow their revenue base by simply dispensing and selling drugs direct to the consumer. So I really think this is more of a play going after the retail channel.
So again, targeting bricks and mortar. Brian, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Melissa.
Brian Tanquilut of Jefferies.